marching through the streets of a northern town. And this Northern Infantry Battalion certainly has a lot to be proud of. It's 1 Lancs, one of the Army's busiest battalions, and they're exercising their right to march on these streets. That's because the regiment holds the freedom of the town. We're in Burnley, and amongst those on parade are plenty of local lads.
I think it's important to exercise our freedom as a soldier. Also to give a little back to the community and to show people what we do in the community.
So Mason, tell me about today. What have you been up to?
Doing a freedom parade in my hometown Burnley. Just to represent the bond between the army and civilian population.
It's an honour to come back to the old stomping ground. Good to catch up with friends and family as well. It's nice to see them actually in a work environment doing something different than our usual green stuff and more ceremonial stuff. It's nice to, I feel like, give back to them as well, to be able to watch us and to parade through our hometowns.
And did you always want to be, so what I'm trying to get at here, Connor, is, you know, you're marching on your own streets here where you probably knocked around a bit when you were a kid. Did you ever envisage that, you know, you were going to be a soldier and maybe one day you'd be marching down the road?
I remember as a kid, I watched the battalion march through Burnley before as well, so I always knew it was a possibility, and today's the day it's happened.
The day began with a church service, including rousing renditions of Jerusalem and the national anthem. Parade! Then it was outside and on parade, a march through the town with drums beating, rifles carried and buckets full of pride. Their destination? Turf Moor, the home of Burnley FC. Well, 2025 is shaping out to be a busy year for 1 Lancs. They've conducted a major exercise on Salisbury Plain and already deployed to Estonia and back again as part of a major NATO exercise. We spent time with the battalion during its deployment to Estonia. It was a challenging period involving the troops building defences in forests close to the Russian border.
I guess it's easy from my perspective. I've got a fantastic team and the soldiers work incredibly hard. They have really appreciated being able to come here and be empowered to adapt to the environment. The defensive build has been different to what we usually do in the UK. Importantly, they're learning a lot, and it gives you a tremendous amount of pride to see them learning and actually enjoying themselves too.
1 Lancs is now officially NATO's Strategic Reserve Battalion, meaning its personnel will be called upon should there be further aggression from the east.
General salute! Present! Arms!
Back in Burnley, the troops are being inspected by the Lord Mayor, ahead of being wined and dined by the football club, a gesture of gratitude from one respected local institution to another. For one of the battalion's sergeant majors, coming home to Burnley means a lot.
It's been a great opportunity. It's good for a couple of reasons. The first one is it helps keep those links to the local towns that we recruit from, keeping that solidarity and that bond between unit, regiment and the local towns that help support those regiments. But being from Burnley, you know, it's where I grew up, and from a young age at 16 years old, walking into the careers office, I then went away and I've spent 24 years in the military to date. And you know, Burnley and the towns that the soldiers are from and the parades that we've done this week have all got a special part to play in what we do. And again, you know, coming from a really busy period that we've just had, you know, we wouldn't be able to conduct the operations during that time if it wasn't for the support of the towns, giving its people, you know, letting us recruit from those areas.
By the left! Quick! March!
For the soldiers of 1 Lancs, this isn't just a parade. It's a reminder of where they come from and who they serve. And while their next deployment could mean conflict, days like this are a powerful reminder that home will always be right here, on the proud streets of Burnley, in the heart of Lancashire. James Wharton, BFBS Forces News, Burnley, Lancashire. Thanks for watching. For more from BFBS Forces News, like and subscribe to our channel.